have a few words from Kenneth's grandfather, Lawrence Foster.
Good afternoon to everyone. You know, it's a privilege to be here and to see the number of individuals that are here. Oh, okay. Now I will have to start again. First, I will say good afternoon to each and every one of you that is here. And it's good. You still can't hear me? Okay, well that means that I either have to move the...
That's good, right there.
I either have to... All right, this may be a little better, but maybe I need both of them because it just so happened that I just happen to have a tender voice and also a tender heart also. And to see each one of you that is here, this tells me that you are likewise. Now, Kenneth Foster is my grandson, and I have more or less brought him up in his formative years. And he is not, and nor was he ever a bad individual, just one that really was destructive, just did things that were evil intentionally, because I would not allow it. Even when he was in elementary school, I had him, well, from about the 3rd or 4th grade. And during his time in elementary school, I persuaded him to be active in the things in school, to participate in the various activities that were going on there. And he was the editor of the newspaper at his elementary school. And he was an honor student. He was not dumb. I did not have to really encourage him, help him to study to any extent. Maybe occasionally some things may have come up that he didn't understand, and I would aid and assist him as was necessary. But he was a smart individual. And even when he went to middle school, he kept the tradition that he had in elementary school. He became the editor of the paper there. He played football. He did a lot of things there. See, one of the things, if you are participating in various activities like this has a tendency to keep you out of trouble. And this was the thing that I was attempting to do, trying to make him an upright citizen, one that would be beneficial to the community, to the state, and to just to mankind in itself, and womankind, if I must say so. Now, even in high school, he took the same thing. He was a smart student in high school until such time, you know, there's a time in life when we as individuals, we grow up and we think we know it all and we want to get out on our own and forget the things that you were initially taught to do. He may have had this in his mind, and this was part of his mind maybe at one time, but he didn't go to the extent that he was even real, he didn't do criminal acts at this time. And after that, you know, I have a feel, you know, you probably do not know, you can't realize what pain it is in a parent, because I feel as though I'm his parent, because I did bring him up to see or to have a son. I call him a son, even though he's my grandson, that is on death row. And he is waiting to be executed for something that should not be. He did not commit a murder. He did not do anything that would cause anyone else to be injured. He was not aware of the circumstances that were surrounding him at that time. He should not even be on death row. You know, the Texas justice sometimes is not fair. And this is one of the times I think, I am a Texan, this is one of the times that I must say Texas hasn't been fair. The courts have not treated him fair and equity as I think he should. Okay, okay, now I see. I was talking in the bottom of this microphone. And that's hey, you know what? This makes me a little more comfortable. You know, I'm not used to getting up to a mic and even knowing where to talk, even at the top, bottom, or on the side. But anyway, I am not much of a public speaker to this extent, but these are some of the things that I would like to make each of you aware of. Now, I want to impress this on you and anyone and everyone else. Our sympathy for Mr. LaHood's family is deeply, it's deep. I mean, we regret the what happened. And if there was any way, that we could recant and back the situation up, we certainly would. However, we know there's no way. A life has been taken. Anytime anyone loses a life, if it's a relative, a friend, or what, there's going to be grief. It's going to be grief. And we are sorry that this has happened. And we hope that it doesn't happen to anyone else. But this is one of the things that I look at. The individual that did the shooting, sad to say, he has been executed. A life has been taken for a life. Are we going to have to give 2 lives for one? Do you think that's justice? Do you think that we should just sit around and not let people know that this is not justice? Okay, so we are going to continue to march, protest, or do whatever is necessary to save the life of Kenneth Foster.
Save Kenneth Foster!